Yo, what is going on, people, and welcome back to the channel. This week going to be trying something with a sample that I found online and trying to build a beat around it, like a dark trap beat. So yeah, I was lacking in creativity. I was trying to make a melody, some chords, and I just couldn't get anything down, and everything I was making was just sounding not what I wanted it. So basically, yeah, that is from confidence in making a sample. Saw a interview on this, I think it was on Producer Grind. If you are low in confidence, or when making a sample and you're hearing something, no matter what, the sound is going to be like distorted, but not actually distorted as in the effect. It's just everything that you make, you just won't like it because you're in that state of mind. So sometimes I like to just use a sample from Splice and then just build around that, build a beat around that, just to get myself back into the flow of making something. Just make some melodies around it and just put some drums on it and then just make a beat like that. So yeah, I'm going to show you how to do that. So let's get straight into that. So the first thing I found was this sample from Splice that sounds like this. That sound consists of pad, keys, and a synth bass, and I don't think I did anything on that. Nope, just brought down the levels, and then for that I just literally EQ'd around 120 to 200, just take a little bit more muddiness out, and then just took that rumble out there. I then decided to add some vocals from myself because the sample already had a basis of synth bass, pad, and key, so it didn't really need too much. So they sound like this. And for that I pitched it all the way up. Then with auto tune, F sharp minor, because I knew it was that. Then I did the retune speed all the way up, humanize, and then just brought it down in the formant. Give it quite a heavy reverb to make it quite airy and spatial. Then took out lots of lows and highs. A ping pong delay, quite heavy in that because I wanted it to pan left and right. Then I think I used the Tascam preset in factory. Yep. Some reason where I've reloaded, it's taking it off. And then I added this stereo ultra pitch that gives it like a free voice texture. So 12 octaves up and 12 octaves below. And then I rendered that out so it sounds like this. And then for that sample I added it into the channel rack and just put a tremolo on it, not high depth, and just left it all simple. So after that I wanted to add like an accent onto the already sample, so I recorded it into Melodyne so I could see the frequencies and the notes being played in that sample already. It's good quite for like trying to find root notes and stuff in that, just to make sure you got stuff in key. So yeah, I'd recommend doing this. And then I knew obviously the root notes, no, the high notes, sorry. And it sounds like this. And with that, just valve compressed it a little bit, not too much compression. Quite a low reverb because I wanted it to bring it in rather than bring it out. And then took out some lows, and then I took out around 900 because it was just a bit too harsh there. Then after that I added like this sound that sounds like this. It's like an ethnic synth, and then I raised the tension and the attack up just so it wasn't coming too fast. Then I just took down the sustain and released because I wanted it to come out of the sample quicker. Then for that, another delay, and then a second delay flanger, give it a cool effect, modularizes it a little bit, and then took out some lows and highs. Didn't have to take out too much lows because there wasn't much lows in it already, and if I took it too much out, it would have just wasted and took out the core of the sound. Then just to spice it up a little bit, I added this rolling notes halfway through just the drum section where it had like a little bit of a bridge. Sounds like this. That was like a Japanese sort of guitar. Took loads of tension and attack up, and then same thing with the release. Didn't want it being there too long. Then on this Mod X thing, the frequency filter, I just took out quite a lot of that. And then for that, cassette, reverb, fair bit, and then just a little bit of lows. And then just to spice the sample up and just give it a cool rhythm, I added these perk loops and follies. As you can see, this just at the start of every second bar, this is just gives it a cool texture on top. And then with that, low reverb, just because I didn't want it to be too big. A stereo flanger, and then took out lows and highs just to bring it down a bit in the mix. And then next, obviously the drums. So use this drum, brought up the boost just to give it a really knock-in effect. Simple hi-hats with rhythm, just to give it a cool texture. And then I use these second hi-hats just to give it an extra bounce. Rim shot for ear candy and stuff like that. So this all sounds like this. And then for that rim, I give it a little bit of a reverb, and then just took out bits of the reverb I didn't want, and just brought that down in the mix. For mixing the drums, I didn't go too much on processing. I think they're pretty much all dry. Just level them and then just pan them to each side just so they don't get in the way of each other. Then together, this is how all the beats sound. Yeah, so that's the whole sample together. Hopefully you liked it. I thought the vocals fit in really well with the sample. But yeah, the sole purpose of this video is to just show if you're lacking creativity, you're not feeling positive about making like a sample or so, you can just use a sample that you find online or from a friend. But I like to use Splice and just build around it, and then you can get that creativity back a little bit. Gets you like confident and stuff. I think that works for me. Hopefully it works for other people. So yeah, if you like this video, give me a like. My Instagram's going to be on the screen as usual. We'll be dropping a pack soon for free. So yeah, thanks guys. Peace.